got our podcast, thinking you should watch it. If you driving, man, it's good for you to listen. No, we keep it real. No, we spit it raw. Sports dialogue. No, it's good if I'm involved. No, we're not the news. We just cool dude with nobody to impress. Just talking our shit. Call it pressman coverage. Pressman coverage.
Welcome into Pressman Coverage, a podcast dedicated to you, the fan. On this week's episode, we will be breaking down the Colts vs. Titans Week 3 matchup happening live in Cadville, Mother Trucking Key, dawg.
Let's go.
That's what we finna get going. But before we do anything, I need to address one specific thing with you, the listener. You, the listener, I'm talking to you. Thank you guys so much for getting us to 12,000 subscribers on YouTube.
12,000!
This has been a absolutely nuts past, I guess, 60 days at this point. I know that the regular season brings a boost and a whole new slew of listeners, but thank you guys so much to the people who have decided to jump in and really become a part of the Pressman family. If you are not one of those people, which I believe about 70% of our viewers are not subscribed on an average episode, jump in, press that button, and hit that little bell icon to become a notified member and join the press box. You're going to see what happens when it happens. Turn those notifications on. Welcome to the press box. The bird's eye view of everything Titans. I'm back.
That boy good.
I'm back.
That boy has some rest.
I'm back. I don't know what just happened, but I'm back. But thank you guys so much, man. I really do appreciate you guys. Seriously, we are just three fans with access to a few different things that we pay subscriptions for. Nothing special. So thank you guys for wanting to listen to us, being here with us, being fans of a team that we all laugh, cry, celebrate with, whatever it is. Thank you guys. But before I jump into anything about this episode, you know what we got to do, which is introduce the crew. Cody, talk to the people.
Man, 12K is crazy. Yeah,
Crazy.
Thank you all again for sure.
Sir.
Hey, misery loves company, so keep on watching us. 0-2 going to week 3. I hate this freaking team. I hate the Colts. I hate them. Can't stand them. I hate Peyton Manning. I've hated him ever since he's been whooping on, putting the belt to us for years. And then they finally get their comeuppance when Andrew Luck retires on them. And now what they got? They got Indiana Jones out here. Danny Dimes stunting. And I can't take it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Sauce, tell the people how you feeling.
Hey, man, I'm good, man. Like I said, man, like Liam, just to piggyback off of that, man, we appreciate all the subscribers, man. Y'all just make sure y'all continue to spread the message amongst the network, man. This is a beautiful thing. And we're doing something monumental. Like you said, man, it's just been fans just talking sports, man, talking chop, you know what I mean? And it's amazing to see it growing rapidly and seeing the fans kind of pour out. I'm still optimistic. I'm still with the team. We're still on pace for that 11-win record. If we lose this week, the Cumberland is right behind the stadium. So check on my well-being if we don't win this game. We need this win. Titans. We need it. So we here though, man. We here to talk shop, man. We got the boys rolling into town. It looks like we're the first for everything, man. Like, is this the first division game?
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, we're first to a lot of things right now. So yeah, pray for
Right
us.
now,
man.
we're on pace to be the first 0-17 team in history.
We're headed down a dangerous path.
Hey,
No,
everybody,
no.
hey,
We're gonna
you
turn
know
this
what you
around,
get with
baby.
this pod. Sauce is going to be positive, and I'll bring them down.
We're headed on a vicious cycle, baby.
Hey, man.
Whether you like it or not. But, man, let's dive into today's matchup. And just to kind of give you guys a big picture view, we're headed into a slew of games that I would consider to be winnable games. We've got about 7 games in a row that are winnable games, and that includes the Colts this week, Houston, who's not looked very good the following week. It didn't look winnable coming into the season, but it's become winnable considering they've been playing pretty poorly. The Cardinals, who are 2-0 but have played the 2 worst teams in the league. We've got Las Vegas Raiders, New England, who's coming off a victory, if I'm not mistaken, then Indiana again. So we've got a slew of 6 games in a row where you've got to come out with at least 2 or 3 of those 6 if you're going to have any sort of chance of hitting 7 wins. We're not even talking about 500. So we are diving into the first of those matchups. We'll see how this lands next week when we do our breakdown. But this is the first of the winnable game and maybe the most winnable that we play. And I'll tell you a little bit why. Breaking down what the landscape is of what everybody sees about us, and everybody being the sports books. The Colts come in as 4.5-point favorites, and they're the away team. If that tells you anything, if you know anything about betting, that means on a neutral site, they will be 7.5-point favorites with the baked in 3 points. The over-under for this game is 43.5, which is actually a little bit higher than I expected. But we are coming into a matchup against the Colts where we've lost 4 straight against them. They've all been one-score games. We haven't gotten blown out, but we've coming off 4 straight losses. So, we've got 38-30 Colts last year. The first matchup with them was 20-17 Colts. The matchup before that was 31-28. Then the matchup before that was 23-16. So we've got some really close games here recently, and that's just what the division games do. Cody, tell us about one of our and probably our most hated division rival, the Colts, and what do you expect to be different about this game with it being a division game?
Well, they got a great running game. They got a great running game with Jonathan Taylor. I think he's leading the league in rushing yards. Got a great offensive line. And now they got this great rookie tight end, Tyler Warren. Dude, Tyler Warren is a problem. He can eat you up on the inside. And then on the outside, they got Michael Pittman, who I specifically remember Michael Pittman mossing about 5 of us when Carson Wentz threw him that deep shot one time. I mean, Michael Pittman is a good wide receiver. So, I mean, this is going to be it's going to be a tough matchup for us.
Yeah, we've got some fighting to do. And let's dive into a little bit about this matchup specifically. So the first thing I want to look at is the Colts D-line against our O-line. I always want to start in the trenches.
Yeah.
The Colts D-line are actually one of the bottom 3 pass rush units in the NFL. They're coming off a game against Bo Nix where they had 5 total pressures, and all of them were quarterback hurries. And if you know anything about that stat, that means they did not touch Joe Burrow. Literally did not physically touch. Joe Burrow.
Oh, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix the entire game. They did not get a hand on the man the entire game. They fought as hard as they could and just looked at him.
Clean jersey.
So if you thought it was bad for us, and they were without Latu last week, who's looking like he's going to come off from his hamstring injury this week. We'll see. He played full participant in practice today, which today is Thursday. It's going to be interesting to see how they shake up against our bottom of the league pass rush unit. They've got DeForest Buckner, Paye, who can disrupt the run game, but on the outside, we'll see. Randy, what do you think about that matchup, considering J.C. Latham didn't practice again today? Very likely he'll be out. What are you thinking?
It's going to come down to team ball, man. It's honestly just going to come down to team ball. Like, we have to figure out how we're going to scheme this up this week. I don't know if I'm a big fan of, like, max protection, but we're going to have to figure out how to really sew up that right side and just prevent getting pressure on Cam so he can just do his thing. I think we have to keep him honest. We should be able to run the ball effectively. Like, I'm really going to be a fan of if we're able to have an established run game and kind of play off of that with the play action and just keep Indy on their toes and really make this a tough game. That's what I'm hoping for, possibly. You know what I mean? So hopefully we win this trench battle. We faced 2. Is it safe to say elite pass rushing?
Yeah, it's very safe to say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So I know for the Broncos, I didn't know how people viewed, the Rams. I know they were, good to great, but if they're looked at as elite, then hey, we had 2 elite tough matchups. So this one should be a lot more manageable. Hopefully this offensive line holds up.
Cody, sack guesstimate.
Are we going to give up?
Yeah.
Well, this is the game that you bring Dan Moore in for right here. I mean, this is we're
Mr.
playing.
Average
Yeah, this is the game that he earned his money.
Let's see what you got, baby. Can you hold up against an average pass rush? Can you do that, brother?
He gives up no sacks and like 1 or 2 pressures against anybody but the elite guys.
That's right.
So
that's right. So this is where he earns his money. I mean, I think Cam Ward probably
should have
gets
a clean
sacked 3
game.
times, probably all from the right side, I would assume.
Yeah. And
And really, if Zeitler doesn't play either, I mean, that right side is cooked.
Gosh, man. And Blake Hance did okay in Phil, but that's also DeForest Buckner on the other side, and Kwity Paye, who's a pretty stout guy as well. He's not known to be an elite pass rusher per se the last few years, but Kwity Paye can be something. And DeForest Buckner is DeForest Buckner. He's essentially Jeff Simmons in 2 years. You still got to deal
great
with him.
linebacker too, in Zaire Franklin.
Shout out Zaire, man.
Franklin. And I got a few words for you, but I'm a hold for just a second. But Zaire, just know I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Your name is Zaire, soft little dude. But anyways,
hey, don't make him hot.
No, because he really has something to say. He really has something to say, but I'm trying to stick on schedule. So I'm going to do this for this one time. The last episode, I let it get off the rails, which I loved, but I'm going to keep on the rails, but I'm coming for you soon, Zaire. But I agree with you guys when it comes to establishing a run game and helping keep them honest. Tony Pollard has forced 20 missed tackles this season, which is the most in the NFL, 6 more than any other running back. So Tony Pollard has been making people miss. And then also what's interesting about our run game is I thought we were going to be more of an off-tackle, outside run guy, especially with J.C. Latham on that right side. I know he's been out. Maybe that's affected this, but 100 of his 152 rushing yards have come in between the tackles, which is the 4th most in the league. So Tony Pollard has been a big weapon for us, 4.6 yards per carry last week with that 92-yard rushing game. And it could have been more if we actually could have ran the ball in the second half and not been down so much. He was on pace for probably $120 with the way he was going. So we really have to be able to really expand the run. How we're going to be able to do that with Buckner and Kwity Paye on the inside, we're going to have to move some bodies. This is going to have to be Lloyd Cushenberry's best game at center. And he's really going to have to work that duo action, double team, getting to the second level. He's the guy who holds that double team as the guard advances up the field. We're going to need him to be very strong as he's doing that and not give up ground. So we're really going to be expecting a big game out of Tony Pollard if we're going to really have a chance to continue to compete. These games are always close, and typically the team who establishes the run the best wins. We know what the Colts did to us running-wise last year.
About 300.
Absolutely 8-hour lunch. And I think that was with a backup running back, one of those. I think it was Zach Moss who got off on us a few times. So,
my God.
We need our boys to step up and really help defend the run on the other side of the house. But pivoting over to one of our keys to the game on the offensive side of the ball, obviously establishing a run is going to be big. Stopping the run on them is going to be equally as big, but we'll stick with the offense right now. The passing game. Cam Ward, Elikayo Manor, Chig, Lockett. We've really got to.
You haven't even said his name yet. You never said Ridley. That's a problem.
Oh, man.
You never even said Ridley because he hasn't stood out.
He has not stood out. And the Colts are likely to get back one of their more experienced corners, with it being Chavarius Ward. They've been playing Xavier Howard, who's looked like trash.
Dog water.
He's looked absolutely terrible. Chavarius Ward is their only true experienced corner that really can give you problems. So that's going to be a way that we can and even Chavarius Ward, I don't think he can guard Ridley one-on-one. It's just Ridley who guards himself.
He better eat this game.
He whoop, 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 dropped it, and he's going to really have to play some ball. So we're really expecting that. Tell me what you think, Sauce.
We just going to need really out there with them Flintstone toes, and we're going to need them and just route people up, get open, and catch the ball, man. Like, that's what we need. We need twinkle toes out there, man. We need Riddle, man. Put them in the blender, baby. Come on now. Like, get them the ball.
We're the only team
often
in the NFL without a 30-yard game.
It's really? Like, man, and that's another thing, man. Like, I want to see in this week 3 that we actually put it together, man. Let's put the pieces together. Where that first week of just horrible offense. Second week, we see a little flashes. We actually get some points on the board. Let's turn it up a notch. And just another key of the game, like, guys, this week, I do not want to see more 3 penalties this entire game. Please. Can you keep that down, buddy? Can you come in locked in focus?
At least the
you know what I'm saying?
Line limited.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look at him. It's on 2.
Hey, man. I'm talking about, let's make it clear.
Ollie, look at me. I know you're nervous. Look at me. It's on 2.
He's shaking in the huddle. He's like,
He said, what coach?
You know
Man, get out. Goodness gracious, man. But no,
So
you're
lock in,
exactly right,
fellas.
man. Penalties and discipline is going to be big. Again, in these close games, I know all games are close, but in these divisional games specifically, penalties are one of the things that can really hold a team back.
Yes.
And in our passing game, we cannot afford to continue to get beyond the sticks. We are continued to be the worst team in the league in third down distance. We are close to 10 yards per third down. You start off on first down needing 10 yards. How do you end up 2 downs later essentially needing the same thing?
Let Callahan cook,
man,
bro. Let Callahan cook.
Well,
just picture this.
Callie can coach. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sauce. Go ahead, Sauce.
I was just going to say, Callie can coach as much as he wants, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the discipline of the players that's on the field. He can do all the screaming and yelling he wants, but if that guy does not come in locked in and focus, like, we need them on point this week. Just please, whoever makes the less mistakes wins the game. That's it.
And eventually it has to be a pride thing as a player. You know what I mean? Like, coaches gotten on to us. We did a whole bunch of YMCA, Camp Karucha whatever it is stuff this summer to help get us on the same page, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you've got to take some pride in it too. You get paid as well, likely more than the coach. Lock in and be a grown man about your business, please. No penalties. We cannot get beyond the sticks. Cam Ward has done a good job, in many phases of the game. But when he's able to sit back and make decisions and really be able to pick apart zone, the Colts have played a lot of cover 3 this year. Over 35% of the defensive snaps have been in cover 3. If he can have those opportunities to really attack the middle of the field, attack the seams, get the ball out quickly, you really give him a chance. And all we're asking for is just productivity on first and second down. I don't care if you get 3 yards per down. At least get us with a 3rd and 4. Like, just keep us out of situations where we've got to pull the rabbit out of the hat. That's one reason why we continue to get off the field. You can only make magic happen on 3rd down so many times before eventually something's going to break, whether it's a turnover, a sack, whatever it is. We've got to figure it out.
Yeah, I was busy trying to find the stat that Ron Davenport put out, but he basically summarizing it. It was basically that the Titans' 3rd downs has been 3rd and 7 and longer. I mean, they've just been living in 3rd and long all season, and that's just horrible for your rookie quarterback, dude. I mean, you're just setting him up in the other team's pass rush for him to just get teed off on.
Yeah, we've got to get into a rhythm. That's going to be big, and you can't do that with penalties and setbacks and staying in 3rd and long. Pivoting to the other side of the football, the Titans defense. What do they have to do to be successful? Cody, what's the primary thing? We all know what it is.
Rush the passer.
Get after the passer. We have to find a way. We've already talked about stopping the run. We've got to find a way for us to rush the passer. Right now, our edges are like my edges in real life. They're gone. I don't have any.
Hey, man.
That's why I'm wearing
Hey, yo.
Hey, man, we out here. We out here, man.
That's paint, though. That's a paint job.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah,
No,
I do want to let y'all know.
He started pumping up the paint. He was telling us about it earlier.
Yeah. It was not a big deal. He kept telling us something about he was like, dude, the paintbrush my barber used was absolutely nuts. I was like, dang, that's crazy, Randy. But we've got to find
shout out
a way.
Mac, man. One of the best barbers in Nashville, man. Let's go.
I'll let you get that shout out off. We'll talk about it later.
You go owe a sponsorship here in a couple days.
Hey,
Like, dude,
hey, that is hilarious.
yeah, they're about to be shut down after they boycott. But we've got to figure out a way, man, to get pressure. I hate that we have to send a blitz to get any sort of pressure.
Yeah.
Our only sack last week came off of sending a safety blitz and then Matt Stafford falling down. Daniel Jones is a good athlete. He can get out of the pocket. He can make some things happen. He's a big, strong, physical quarterback. If you can't move him off his spot and you keep him comfortable, he looks solid. He looks serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you can put pressure on him. And they have a solid offensive line. But
They have
you've
a
got
great
to find a
offensive
way to
line.
generate pressure. You do.
Yep. Daniel Jones, 71% completion percentage, 588 yards, 9.3 yards of completion, dude. That's a damn good that's a damn good average. And then 2 touchdowns, no picks, dude. So he's been super efficient. He's been hitting explosives, and he's been running the ball too. So
Yeah, and the interesting thing is we're talking about bringing pressure. If you have to bring pressure with the blitz, let's talk about what Daniel Jones have done against the blitz here recently. So, first of all, Daniel Jones has been blitzed more than any other quarterback in the NFL through the first 2 weeks. He is 26 for 39 for 400 of his 530 yards against the blitz. He also has only been sacked once while a team is blitzed. So he's athletic. He moves well. The pocket seems to hold up. We don't want to have to create pressure or manufacture pressure by blitzing. He's absolutely 8 against the blitz. And one reason why he's been so good against the blitz is the Colts have been the best first down team in the league. They have the most passing yards on first down in the NFL through the first 2 weeks. So they are creating ways through a lot of play action because Jonathan Taylor's been a monster, again, as Cody mentioned, leading the league in rushing. They come off play action, keep it simple for Daniel Jones, hit the flats, hit the short intermediate routes, whatever it may be, 6-7 yards, boom. Second and short. Now we can hit you with a deep shot with our big physical receivers with Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman. So we've got to find a way to get pressure on him without blitzing, whether it's more stunts, whatever it may be. We've got to find the way. Anything else defensively stand out to you, Sauce and Cody, before we jump to the next group?
Man, we need I think you said Chavarius Sweat's going to be back. We need Chavarius Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons to eat up the middle, dude. We need them to eat. They've said before that nobody runs on the Titans, but they also need to get after the quarterback and get in his face.
Yeah, so I seen he was on the injury report for ankle, Chavarius Sweat. Both limited practice Wednesday and Thursday, so to me it looks like he'll probably play. And I think TD asked him himself, and he was like, "Hey, if it's up to me, I'm playing." So we should have Meatloaf back out there. It looks like Snead looked like maybe just some veteran. They have to be delicate with him when he's having limited practices.
Gunshot wounds
looks concerning with
serious.
That. That's
and it is a little bit scary that it's a back injury, only because when random things pop up with Snead, in the past, it hasn't been a 1-week adventure with us.
Yeah.
Last time he got hurt around this part of the season, we didn't see him till 2 weeks ago. So, hopefully this is just my back's a little tight. I barely practice anyway. I'm finna chill out and I'm right back at it. You can't play one full game where you don't get hurt in the game. Then after the game, you're out for even a week. Like, we've got to see you on the field. Again, defensively, you're missing Chavarius Sweat. Also, our linebackers and safeties, they have to tackle well. Right now, we have missed 8 tackles through 2 weeks, which is the 12th worst in the NFL. We've got to creep towards that top half. We've got to make this week, if that averages 4 missed tackles a week, we miss 1 to 2 tackles at the most. The tackle that we missed this week, I think it was Xavier Woods, who dove in to get Puka Nacua, missed that tackle, 60 yards to the house.
Oh, my God, that hurt.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Yeah, if we can't stop the run, it's going to be a problem because they got Josh Downs, and he's an absolute burner on the outside.
Yep.
So that deep shot's going to be waiting.
He'll make you pay.
I wanted
this will be the week. Go ahead, Sauce.
I was going to say, I wanted to throw one more thing out there looking at, like, the Colts injury report. It looked like Latu, he had a limited practice and then a full practice. So we probably couldn't expect him to be out there playing. So
yeah, it looks like his hamstring will be healed up, which gives him some more depth at the edge rushing room. What we expect out of him, I don't know. JT Tuamala, who's been a guy who was elevated last week, but the first week of the season, he was inactive. That just tells you about their depth, that they had a guy who was inactive who ended up slotting into that initial group of pass rushers for them last week after being gone the first week. So he's a big piece to have back. Looking at some of the X factors for this week, this is going to be an interesting game. One of the things that I think has gone under the radar that I want to make sure that I explicitly call out during this episode are special teams. Bones Fassel has done the best job that I have seen of any coach turning around a unit in 1 year. We went from historically bad to a unit where I'm actually excited when they're on the field. Like, I have not felt like this for a while.
It used to be like that. Let's just get this over with.
We're punting, boys. Let's
go. Fair catch and yellow.
Right. Stadium on fire when we get ready to punt, boy. They shooting fireworks like we scored a touchdown.
Hey,
Goodness gracious. But, it's been interesting because Johnny Hecker, the initial move for us to let go of our punter. Why did I just forget his name that quick? Please.
Stonehouse.
Stonehouse. Thank you so much. was really, really questionable for me in the beginning.
Mhm.
But seeing what Hecker has done, multiple punts inside the 10, almost every single one of them, I think all of them have been inside of the 20, at least at time of catch. They've been a great job. The special teams unit in terms of the coverage units have been excellent.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many issues. And the biggest thing I want to point out is I'll let Cody talk about who our returner is. But outside of our returner, we've had time because our gunners have been excellent.
Yeah.
Our gunners have ran.
Shout
I
out
saw
Bryce
multiple
Oliver.
times the ball was punted to the 20. Bryce Oliver's holding his guy at the 50. Bryce Oliver is able to really make a difference. Now, Bryce Oliver hasn't practiced the last few days. Makes me a little bit nervous. I think we've got some
He
guys
got
who can
hurt out
fill
there.
him in those
He
roles.
hit his leg in the last game. Like it looked like a excellent tackle, but he really like hit bone to bone with a player. You know what I'm saying? That adrenaline made him limp off the side. It ain't looking like, he might not be out there this week.
Yeah, that's rough. That's
Yeah,
rough.
man.
Yeah. And, that's one of those things where, hopefully he gets back out there. But one reason why our unit has been so strong, Cody, just
Say his name.
Chimere.
His name is Chimere DK.
As a matter of fact, I got you, Cody. Chimere DK. Take it over.
I love that. Yeah, man. I mean, he's been explosive. I mean, every time he gets the ball in his hands, he's making something happen with it. Now, we did get robbed on a complete bogus call last week. Robbed us of our punt return touchdown.
Nasty.
But the fact of the matter is that is possible. I mean, for him to be able to hit an explosive play in the return game, and we're probably gonna need it. We're gonna need him to make a big play for us. I do believe in order for us to win this game.
Yeah, I think so. And, looking at his PFF scores for punt return, he's got an 86.3.
That's
For
my boy.
kickoff return, he's got an 67.7. He's got 9 returns for 227 yards on kickoff, an average of 25 yards, which is really solid. For our punt returns, 3 returns, that counted, for 49 yards, an average of 16 with a long of 21. Those are really solid. Like, people don't realize you catch the ball at the 20, you get 16 yards, we're close to the 40, we're at the 36 at that point. So he's really helped establish decent starting position from the punt return game. And I can really appreciate that, somebody who's able to do that as much as possible. So shout out Chimere DK, shout out Bones Fassel. You guys have been 2 members of our team who've been bright spots, and I think we can continue to see that. But one thing I did want to stop and point out before we pivot off of the Titans on the offensive side of the ball, including punt. Cody, what do you think we can expect out of Alec Ayomanor going forward? And then, Sauce, I'm going to pass to you after Cody's done. Tell us what you think we should be expecting out of Lockett. The lack of production we've seen out of him is a little bit shocking. I had him projected for about 400, 500 passing yards. He's on pace for 120.
Hey, man.
Cody, talk to me
Can I
about
talk about
Alec.
Alec?
No, seriously.
Get me.
Like, Cody, talk to me about Alec. Sauce, talk to us about Lockett after that.
Yeah, Cam Ward loves him. Cam Ward looks his way. He trusts. He's gonna try taking his deep shots, and Alec's gonna be on the back end of those. Thing is that Alec is probably one of the, and we said it last week. He's one of the better possession receivers that can just go up and get the ball that we've had. I don't know, in 10 years, and he's just to get that in a 4th round pick and show as many flashes as he's had already is it's awesome. And going back to Chimere DK, real quick, I would love to see him get deep on a deep crosser, just one time. Give him one crosser against this edge team that's not that good. Let the line hold up and let's see if we can get out in some space.
Yeah. Sauce, talk to us about Mr. Drop down as soon as I catch Tyler Lockett.
All right,
No
man.
yak.
Yeah, Mr. No Yak, Mr. Potato Head,
I did not know that was. I didn't know that was what under the helmet all these years. He took his helmet off the first. I said, "God damn,
He look like a newborn baby, don't he?
what is going?"
Like a newborn. He got the little.
You know what? I gotta say this.
There.
I gotta say this, sir. Tyler, you are one of the most humble, God-fearing men on earth.
Truly.
And I appreciate you've done a lot of excellent things in this league. There's only one thing I got to say to you, and it hurts me to even say this, but let it go. Come on home. Cut it off.
Damn. Looking
There's
like
no
Stephen
need.
A. out here.
Hey, man.
You are looking wild. You're on the back end of your career. If you keep doing this, you're gonna be the back end of your dating life. If something happened with the wife, like I cannot do this. You cannot have yourself out here looking like this. I love you, my brother. From man to man, look me in the eyes. I love you, but I love you enough to tell you it's time to come home.
Yeah,
Just
I gotta
hold
go.
on.
I
We're
gotta look
coming
this up.
home.
He been growing that for 6 months.
No, that's what's wild. Like, just it's a simple thing. The next time you get in the barber chair, don't look back and say the usual. Look back and say, it's time. And he's gonna know.
Hey,
he's gonna know
it is
exactly
bad.
what
Give me the number
it's
2.
bad.
Give me the number
Give
2,
me the
big
number
dog.
2. Give me the number 2.
Or like do the Randy and ask for the paint.
Hey, that's
That is
crazy.
definitely
There's
true.
no pain.
Now, I like
There's
that,
no
Cody.
pain.
That's definitely pain.
Just say, can I get the
Rub it
Randy?
real quick, Randy. Rub it, Randy.
What you
Let me see
mean,
your
bro?
hand. Let me see your hand. Black all over it. I told y'all. I'm gonna edit some black on there. I swear I will. I'm editing black all over that hand. Black
Oh, man,
all
I'm
over
so
that
Send
hand.
the
up.
Randy.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
man.
my bad. Sauce
But
jump in.
nah,
My
man,
bad.
old Lockett, man. He can be a pivotal piece, man, if we can really get the offense clicking. On all jokes aside, I think it's just a matter of the offense sputtering out of control. And I think Lockett is a factor when the playbook is more expanded and open. The lack of opportunities forces the lack of involvement from Lockett and other veterans, such as Van Jefferson. The list goes on. We got to have the offense on the field in order to get these guys in and get some touches, man. So, to me, it falls back on the discipline. Cali, you know what I'm saying, doing what he can to get these guys prepped and confident and ready. We got to stay on the field and get points on the board, guys. That's how Lockett can get involved. I don't doubt his talent. You know what I mean? But all the other factors have to align in order to get production.
I agree. And I think we'll have to really find ways to get him involved. Every time he's, outside of the preseason, when he's been targeted, he's been fine. When we got him the ball pretty early in the last game, I think it was a 6 or 7 yard gain. He dove to the ground, whatever. It felt good to see that because he's a piece of the offense that we have to have. Cam Ward is most productive, or in college he was, throwing over the middle of the field. And most of our targets and most of our catches have been on the outside and the perimeter, which is really surprising. It shows me that he can be talented and throw the ball all over the field, whatever. But I would love to get to attack in the middle of the field and really condensing that defense. That's when you get safeties creeping up a little bit. That's when you get linebackers with their head on a swivel. They don't want to go upfield as much. And that's when you get more open, deep shots because you've had the middle of the field be attacked so much that that's where the safety's eyes are. So if we can find those opportunities to continue to attack the middle of the field with Lockett, with Ayo Manor, with Chimere DK, with Ridley, we'll be all right. But we've got to be productive, especially when it comes to protecting the passer, because a lot of those things that are over the field take some time to develop. So we've got to really give ourselves a chance with that and run more play action. Daniel Jones has been very successful. Yeah, I almost thought I said the wrong name. He's been very successful this year, and he's run 32%. Right, Daniel Jones' success? 32% of his plays have been off play action. He's been very successful off of that. We've run less than 20% play action when we've had a running game that's been established pretty well. Your offensive line can't hold up. You've got some wide receivers who struggle with separation. Let's keep it simple for our guy. We had a great play action play to get the ball to Ridley. I think it was a 20-yard gain in this last drive, last game, excuse me. We've got to continue to do that if we want to be successful. Implement more play action. I get it, Brian. It's not something you did with the Bengals. That's great. Do it here. That's what's going to work. That's what's been successful. Both of our big targets, or two of our big targets, came off play action. A touchdown pass came off play. Like, we've got to continue to lean into that if that's something that we're going to do to be successful. If it's working for Daniel Jones, dog, come on, man.
He's having a Ryan Tannehill like renaissance right now.
Dude, goodness gracious, Baker Mayfield.
He looks good. I can't
hate. He's being put in a situation where the pieces around him, the O-line's holding up well. They're one of the higher rated O-lines in the NFL. He's got enough weapons, no superstars, but enough weapons to be productive in the run game. And we're not far from that. We just need an O-line.
That's pretty
far. Their weapons aren't that much better than ours. Don't get me wrong. They've got some weapons that are playing some ball. Don't get me wrong on that. we've got some weapons. I think Ridley is the most talented wide receiver on the field between us and the Colts. Ellick may be somewhere in that top 5. So we've got to make sure that we are there and really giving ourselves a chance by protect the young man. If we've got to go more empty sets, let's go empty. Let's spread it out. Let Cam get like he's just at Miami and be comfortable. Be comfortable.
Let's get
But
Gunnar
Cody-
Helm out there too.
Man, get Gunner on
Yeah.
the field. Go ahead, Sauce.
Please. I was just gonna say, man, I just kind of wanted to throw out there. We did like earlier in the offseason where we did like the tier rankings, and I was a big advocate for, I had to come clean. I was a big advocate of like, he's not, their coach is not over ours. This is going to be
I remember that.
This is going to be a true test this week to see if he can prove me right on that. Because with Daniel Jones having 2 weeks how he's had it, and Cam, doing what he's doing, it's going to be a real telltale sign of what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I think Daniel Jones fool gold. That's me. I just think
That's
he's
what I'm
fool's
saying.
gold.
Y'all
So
think it's
I
a
wanna
mirage?
I want to see us be able to bring him back down to earth and him expose himself as the Giants, Daniel Jones. We'll see. We'll see what the coaching staffs can do.
It's an interesting question, Cody, with it being a mirage, because we'll find out, because our team is taking the ball away against a team that's got a solid O-line.
Mhm.
Both teams have, at least the Broncos had a solid O-line, and then the Rams have an elite level quarterback, and we took the ball away. If we do that with Daniel Jones, this could be the game he crumbles, because he's one of those guys. If he throws one, he may get in his head and throw another. So we've got to really a first half takeaway. We win this game.
Yeah,
But what makes me
yeah.
a little bit nervous, to be honest with you, is with Cam having more time, is he going to have so much time that he gets a little arrogant and throws the ball into a window that he hadn't tried in the first few weeks? Like, legit.
He's like, I ain't had this much time in 2 weeks.
What? Matter of fact, I'm going to just mess around and throw a pick. Get it up out of there. So this will be an interesting week, man. Can he continue the trend with outside of fumbles? He hasn't given the ball to the other team. So that'll be an interesting way to, kind of depict it. But the division is wide open.
Wide open.
I know we're just kind of stepping into the season. This is week 3. Of course, it's wide open. But based on how the teams have been playing in our division, the Jags have been up and down. The Texans have been down. The Colts have been up, but everybody believes they should be down. We have been to the ground. Like, we need to figure out where teams really stand, and where we stand in particular. This game is a staple game for our division. If we can come out and win this game, and we start playing with some confidence, again, I listed off the 6 teams that we play next, it could get real, real ugly in our division, and the winner is winning 8 games. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Unless we go with my theory and we go with 11.
Cody, go ahead. Any thoughts?
I just want to shut up the dude who does the songs for the Colts, dude. I want to take away the or whatever he does. I want him to be quiet.
Are you going to read your poem?
He know
live
he's
or
gonna
no?
sing it before the game. He's gonna do it.
Would you like me to say my poem?
I'm going to go on mute. Do your thing.
Okay, I'll
Let
say
him
my
cook.
poem.
You want
I
to do
gotta
that Amy's
find it
voice
real
or
quick.
yours?
I'll do it in
His own
mine.
voice. This is him.
All right. Blue horses rode in, thinking they'd win, but the Titans stood tall with a grin. From Nashville to Indy, the story's the same. Titans bring thunder, we're winning the game. Tighten up, raise your voice. Crush the Colts, we rejoice. In our house or on the road, we swing the sword and steal the show. Colts tried to run, but the defense was tight. Cam lit it up. It was the Titans' night. The crowd went wild. The city's alive. Tennessee's pride will always survive. Colts fade away in the storm we create. Titans forever. This is our fate. Let's go!
I feel like, yeah.
Welcome to the psych ward.
Let's go.
I like it. I love that poem. And speaking of poems, I got a poem for you. You guys ready?
Is
Yeah.
it a haiku?
It is I don't know what that means anymore. High school's a long time ago. Everybody give me a few snaps. Give me a few snaps. Give me a few snaps. Zaire Franklin, you got a little girl's name. You talk about our quarterback again, you're going to come up lame. Now, I ain't got no more to say. I'm sick of dude, man. Keep my quarterback, what did Will Smith say? Keep Cam Moore's name out your mother trucking mouth. It makes no sense, man. Stop speaking on our quarterback. Well, that play wasn't even a good throw. Man, shut up.
Bro. He sounds
Like,
like
what are you
Paul George talking
about?
about Damian Lillard on the game-winning shot.
Like, dude.
It was a bad shot.
Okay. It was a bad shot. Okay, he made it. So what? Look at Daniel Jones in the eyes. Ask him, can he do it? He's had 6 years to prove it. I don't think so, buddy.
Well, Daniel
You know
Jones'
what?
little picture, his eyes do this.
Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
One's higher than the other, dog.
He kind of
You can't let people have anything. They went 2-0, and here he goes getting to talking about somebody else's quarterback.
bumping them
Let's talk
guns.
about Anthony Richardson that you love so much, huh? How was that?
Mhm.
How was that? That was your boy, right? That was your boy. Now what is he doing? So watch your mouth. Matter of fact, we're going to deal with you. Let me tell you how we're going to deal with you. 29, Ace Waggle on go. We're going to snap the ball. It's play action. He's going to come downhill. Here comes, boom! Who's in the game? Donna Jukwu. We don't even need him. Extra lineman. We just crack back blocking for no reason. We crack back block on a play action play. We ain't even running the toss. I don't care. You're going to learn your lesson speaking about my Cam. Nard, you hear what I'm saying. Do your thing, boy. Do your thing on the other side, too. If you see him on the sideline and you're a linebacker on our team, you see him talking, oh, the ball's thrown out of bounds. Boom, smacked him anyway. I don't care if he's not in the game. Smack that man. Keep my quarterback's name out your mouth.
Hey,
Couldn't
this
have said
quarterback
better
looks like
myself.
Andy from Toy Story.
Yeah, he does. That's fair.
Playing with you.
Talk to him.
All right. Anyways, any closing thoughts for today as we wrap up today's episode, crew?
Cuck the Folds.
Listen,
It's time. So
limit-
you know what time it is, Sauce? Give us your score prediction.
Hey, we coming out of that. Y'all ready? Buckle up.
I'm tired of buckling up with you, dog.
All right, bro. I've been so many
Let
car
me
crashes.
out the car.
Thank God I wear my seatbelt.
We done.
Because I'd be dead.
I've been
Yo, we
through
done
the
crashed
windshield
the whip
3
twice.
times, bro.
We done crashed the whip twice.
I'm in 2
Come
head-on
around with me,
collisions.
man, for the trifecta, man.
We in a
good,
rental
man.
at this point, Sauce.
Yeah, I know.
We ain't got no more insurance left. What you got? Tell us what you got. Come on.
Flim Flam is on the way.
Okay.
Whenever you hear a brother deep sigh, you know he finna cap. How
I'm
much
going
money
to
you got
God
in
for
your
this
account?
one. I'm going to God for this one.
About $1 million. About $1 million. I spent a couple last week. All right, go ahead, Sauce.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. Look. Woo, 24-17 Titans.
Cody?
Yeah, I know. I wrote
Yeah.
it. You know, I wrote that great poem, and it's hard for me to say this. But I think we'll play them strong in the first half, and how it's kind of gone the rest of the first 2 games. I think the dam will break, and I think it'll probably be 30-19 Colts.
Okay. I
That's
got
crazy.
It's time. They say good things come in ones. Nobody ever says that, but I just made that up.
Strippers
so this will
love it.
be our 11. Yeah, that works somewhere. 12 is a good number. We'll be 1-2, 1-2, 12, whatever. I'm going with a 20-17 win for the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go.
This may be the last time I do this season.
This is your deal breaker game.
It
This
is.
is, man.
I told you the couple it is right.
You're ready to break up with them if we lose this.
I'm done after this, man. I will have us projected to lose every game this season if we lose this. Like realistically, though, I've got them 2017. I think this is a turning point in our season. Not turning point where we're going to rattle off a bunch of wins, but I think we do experience a win. This is our last home game before we go on a long road stretch as well.
You got to get that dub.
I think that the team pulls together and pulls it out because we're about to be, again, at Houston, at Arizona, at Las Vegas. So this is a time frame where we pull it out. I've got us doing it. 20-17, late game field goal, just like I called last week. I was just a week early. I wasn't wrong. I was just early, as one of my favorite podcasters say. I won't say your name, but you know who you are. I'm going to say 2017 for sure. Okay, we've given it. I'm done. Brian Callahan, this is a big game for you.
It is.
Yeah,
Every game's
we're
a
ready
big
to
game,
break
but
up
this
with
is a
you if it
big
comes
game.
down to it.
This is Amy's going.
They're already calling for his head, man, and I think it's too soon. But this right here, this game,
Win 3. This could be a lot. This is one of those games where you're playing against a team whose pass rush has not been much, whose corners are pretty weak. They have a decent safety tandem. I won't disrespect them. And their linebackers are pretty solid. As much as I just talked about Zaire Franklin, he can play some football. I'll give it to him. But not much of a pass rush, weak corners. You would expect us to be able to put up at least 20 points, at minimum 20 points. Break the 20-point curse or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
You would expect that to be the minimum with a little bit more time and being able to get into your bag as an offensive coach, quote unquote. So we are going to need to see that. But what I am going to need to see is, again, remembering you to like, comment, subscribe. Please share this with a friend. We're always joyed to break this down with you. We'll see you guys right after the game. All three of us are going to the game together. So if you see us, come holler at us.
Hey, what's up,
talk
man?
to us. I talked to a lot of you guys last week. Again, I'm just a fan like you guys. I'll get you guys a hot dog if you want. The first person to come up to me and ask for a hot dog, I'll get it. I don't
Unlimited glizzies
shots.
is crazy.
Let's just be fair. Yeah, Cody will take shots. I don't drink anymore, but Cody will maybe be on.
Hey, I'm
right.
with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, Randy will take some
y'all
shots.
Go ahead. Y'all go
and
ahead.
y'all can see
Matter
if
of
Randy's
fact,
hairline is real.
You get to see that in person.
Come see it.
Ask him to take that hat off. Ask him to take
I'll
that hat
take
off.
it.
If you see him.
He's
But either
like,
way,
oh, dang.
man, they know he lying. But anyways, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with us. As always, we'll catch you on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Press man out. Peace.
Press me.